Good morning, student. In the previous classes, we have learnt about the vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrate, protein. These are some of the nutritions of the food. So we have studied about detailed form in carbohydrate, protein, and vitamin. Today we will learn about minerals. So what are the minerals? Minerals are the nutrition that help in the proper functioning of the various body parts. Minerals are needed for important body function formation such as bones, teeth and blood cells. Examples: our teeth require calcium, our bones require calcium, and some of the minerals are required by the blood vessel for maintaining the heartbeat and etc. So minerals which are necessary in our food in small amount. See, we require mineral in two quantities, either in small amount or in large amount. So minerals which are required by our body in small amount are iron. We get iron from spinach. Iron, zinc, copper and iodine. We get from salt. Okay, so mineral which are required in small amounts are iron, zinc, copper and iodine, and mineral which are required in large amount are calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium. These are rich sources. These are rich required by our body in large amount. Here you can see what are the sources of minerals. So milk is the best source of calcium. Spinach, it is a sources of iodine. Cheese, this iodized salt is rich in iodine. Okay, so this is some of the sources of the minerals. Now another nutrient which is required by our body is dietary fiber. So what is a dietary fiber and why do we need this? So dietary fiber is a kind of a nutrition which is a form of fibers. Dietary fibers is a kind of nutrition which is present in our food. Why it is called dietary fiber? Because the nutrition have a structure like a form of fiber. You have seen thread and thread. So the fibers are present in the form of thread. Why it is important? Dietary fiber add bulk, means these add weight to our food. Dietary fiber add weight to our food. This helps to push solid waste from intestine so they can be easily passed from our body. I am again repeating why they are necessary. See, what happens when we take the food? The unwanted material remains in our stomach. When we take the food, the unwanted materials remain in our food. So this unwanted material needed to be moved out of the body. So to move out this weight, this unwanted material, we need to push them. We need to push this unwanted material. So to push this unwanted material out of our body, we need the dietary fiber. Understood? Why do we need the dietary fiber? To push out the unwanted material from our body. We need a dietary fiber. Where do we get the dietary fiber? So we get the dietary fiber from all the plant food, fruits, vegetable, and whole grains. So from where we get fruits, vegetable, and whole grains are the rich sources of the dietary fibers. What happens if there is no dietary fiber in our food? So when there is no dietary fiber in, so lack of fiber in the diet causes the stool to become hard. Lack of diet fiber in the food causes stool become hard. What is a stool? Let us understand what is a stool. So the unwanted material, once the digestion process is completed in our stomach, the unwanted material is remained in our stomach. So the stool is that unwanted material. If there is no dietary fiber in our food, the stool or the unwanted material will become hard and it will not pass out of our body. If there is no dietary fiber in our food, the stool is that unwanted material which is remain in our stomach after the digestion process. So after the digestion, if there is no dietary fiber in our stomach, the stool or the unwanted material which it will become hard and it will not pass out of the body. The condition is called constipation. So what is a constipation? The constipation is a condition in which the stool or the unwanted material becomes hard and is not moved out of the body. This condition is called a constipation. So to make a condition so there will be no constipation, we need that our diet should be rich in dietary fiber. So to get a dietary fiber, what the things we should eat? We should eat fruits, vegetable, and the whole grains. Next very important nutrition in our food that is daily required by our body is water. So I think you all are familiar with the water. Water is the most important necessity of our daily life. Our 70% of the body is made up of water. Our 70% of the body is made up of the water. Why do we need water? We need water. See, suppose in our digestion process we get the nutrition in our food. We get the nutrition in our body through food. How this nutrition passes from stomach to whole part of the body? So these nutrition are passed from our stomach to whole part of our body with the help of water. Second important necessity, to absorb the nutrition from food. So water is again necessary for absorption of nutrition from our food. Second, to control the body temperature. Sometimes our body becomes too hot. So what happens? To control or to regulate the temperature in our body, we need a water. Next, many chemical reaction takes place in our body. For example, digestion, respiration, excretion. These all are the chemical process which occur in our body. So that these chemical reaction takes place in our body, we need a water so they can be easily carried out by our body. Okay, next. What happens if we don't receive the water, or what happens when there is a lack of water in our body? How do we lose our water? We lose our water through sweat and urine. So whenever we go in a hot climate, so our body gets sweat. So through sweat and urine we lose our water, and when there is no enough water to drink, and we are continuously losing the water from our body, then such condition is called a dehydration. What is a dehydration? Dehydration is a condition when there is no enough water in our body, then this condition is termed as dehydration. How do we get the water? We also get, first, normal water we drink. Secondary, we get the water from milk, fruits, vegetable and juices. Like you have seen watermelon contains a large amount of water. So in this summer season, we eat lot amount of watermelon to hydrate or to maintain a water balance in our body. So we should try at least drink 8 to 10 glasses of water every day to keep our body hydrated. Next we will talk about balanced diet. Next we are going to talk about the balanced diet. So what is a balanced diet? See, whenever we eat a food, जब भी हम खाना खाते हैं ना, तो whenever we eat food, we should see that our diet should contain, or our food should contain all the nutrition which are required by our body. That is, whenever we are going to eat food, so our diet should contain protein also, fat also, vitamin also, minerals also, and dietary fibers also. So all the nutritions are required by our body, but these nutrition should be in a balanced amount, that how much whatever nutrition is required by our body, that should be in a fixed amount. As we have earlier learned a condition that if we will add too much amount of fat, what will happen? We will become obese. Or if we will eat excess amount of protein, then it will also create some of the problems. So all the nutritions are required in our food in a proper amount. So here comes our definition of the balanced diet: a diet that contain all the nutrition in the right amount, a diet that contain all the nutrition in the right amount required by the healthy functioning of our body is called a balanced diet. A diet that contains the right amount of the nutrition required by our body for healthy functioning is called a balanced diet. So we should eat a food that should be rich in all the food stuff and should be rich in all the nutrition. Now here is a diagram representing what are the nutrition which are required by our body in what amount. This diagram is also called as food pyramid. This diagram is also called as food pyramid. See, what is the less we require? In less amount we require fat. Secondary, in some more amount than fat we require protein, then milk and milk product, fruits and vegetable, and then carbohydrate. And we should drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. So this is called as food pyramid.